Phoenix Books presents
Elizabeth Taylor, The Last Star by Kitty Kelley. The year was 1939. The war devastating Europe had found Frances and Sarah Taylor, both American nationals, running an art gallery in England for Frances's multimillionaire uncle, Howard Young. To avoid the growing conflict, Francis Taylor sent his wife and 2 children home to America, while he remained behind to close out his uncle's business. In a few weeks, he joined his family in Los Angeles and opened his own gallery. Sarah immediately identified with the glamour and excitement of the movie industry. By Christmas, she was completely bewitched by the bright lights of Hollywood's dream factories. She took her 7-year-old daughter with her everywhere and relished the reactions of people getting their first look at Elizabeth. Often, there would be an audible intake of breath when someone saw the porcelain face haloed by its wreath of coal-black curls, and her most arresting feature, sapphire blue eyes framed with a double set of long black lashes. Although the Taylors could not afford to send their youngsters to private schools, Sarah insisted that Elizabeth be given dancing lessons in a class with the daughters of many movie executives. What Sarah had anticipated soon happened. Through the parents of a child in her dancing class, Elizabeth was asked to screen test for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, and one of the patrons of Frances Taylor's art gallery asked her to test for Universal Studios. Over her husband's objections, Sarah spent hours preening Elizabeth for both these studio introductions. When both studios made offers, Sarah, playing power broker, decided to pit one studio against the other. She told Universal that MGM had offered Elizabeth $100 a week. Universal promptly offered a contract of $200 a week, and Sarah grabbed it. The studio gave Elizabeth Taylor 3 days' work in a movie called There's One Born Every Minute. Then a year later, it declined to renew her option. Universal felt she didn't look as if she could ever be a star. Sarah Taylor was devastated. Losing Elizabeth's salary in June of 1942 did not bankrupt the family, but the loss was felt. The same year, however, MGM had to recast the part of a little girl with a British accent to play opposite Roddy McDowall in Lassie Come Home. The child originally selected had grown too tall by the time her scenes were to be filmed, so the studio started searching for short girls with British accents. The producer, Sam Marks, knew Frances Taylor and called the art gallery to see if Elizabeth might be interested in trying out for the small role. Frances called his wife. Within minutes, Sarah and 10-year-old Elizabeth were speeding to MGM, nearly blowing the gaskets out of the family's second-hand Chevrolet. Elizabeth got the part of the little girl who sets Lassie free and was paid $100 a week as a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?